Greetings, fellow YouTubers. We're going to get right into it so I'm not wasting nobody's time. First and foremost, the topic of this video is related directly to people who mod games. If you're not a person who mods games, or if you're not the least bit interested in modding any game that you play or want to play, you may stop watching this video. This is not for you. Alright, getting right on into it. The topic of this video, for those of you who are still here listening, is basically why you should not mod games these days. So I'm going to make this video as short as possible. Let's get right into it. The reason why I say you should not mod games anymore is because game makers don't leave their shit alone. They do not do it. Okay? I have been modding games for the last 3 or 4 years now. I have modded Overwatch before it became Overwatch 2. I have modded 7 Days to Die. I have modded Ark. I have modded The Forest. And one of the biggest issues I've had is that every time I mess with their, and excuse my language, sequel, but this is very irritating. Every time I have messed with their fucking games, they always update their game and then something breaks. Now, if you're somebody that is okay with having hours of work destroyed, then by all means, go ahead and mod. You'll have no problems then. But if you're anything like me and you make stuff but you don't want it to be fucked up, then I recommend you don't mod anymore. Okay? What caused me to make this video was I had literally spent over a month in the spring of 2021 modding Overwatch. I created a really, really cool, or at least I think it was really cool, game mode script. It took me a while. It was basically Overwatch, but I extended the amount of time you would play like you would normally play against other people. You could level up, you could get gold. You know, I even had dummy bots coming in that were doing stuff. There was ways to get gold, and you could like literally open up a UI store, and you could like buy extra health and stuff like that. Since they updated to Overwatch 2, everything's broke. My game mode, I just spent a month straight working on, gone. Like, I can still try to use it, but nothing works. I just got them trying it. They completely rewrote their game script. And so everything I did is basically, it's gone. When I say I worked on it over a month straight, I mean that in total. Or should I say, I mean that as hours worked, literally. That is not, literally, I spent, you know, hours every day working on it. I had some time off from my job, and I really wanted to create a really cool mode, and I did. If I had known that my shit was going to get destroyed a half a year later, I wouldn't have fucking did it. I would not have wasted my time. And this is not the first time this has happened to me. So, when I was playing The Forest, okay, I was using a mod called Champions of the Forest. For any of you Forest players out there, you might have heard of it. It's a really cool mod. I basically decided to extend on it, you know, not realizing that Hazard was still probably going to update his mod. What's more is I didn't realize that when he updated it, he was going to force his updates on you like any other game developer. You see, sometimes modders, when they mod their stuff, it's not forced. Like on 7 Days to Die, when people update their stuff, you don't got to worry about it, you know. So basically, I spent a bunch of hours modding the vanilla game, but also modding portions of his mod and like giving him credit. But like, I created my own mod within his mod in the vanilla game. Spent hours on that. As soon as Hazard updated his shit, all that went to shit. You see where I'm getting at, people? When you mod something, it's like, you're literally going to be spending hours coding something only to see that your shit goes out the window because the person who made the base stuff that you're modding changed something. In other words, what you're basically doing is you're using their agenda to make your own agenda. But as soon as their agenda changes, your agenda goes to shit for the sake of their agenda. So my point to you is this, people. Don't make an agenda in someone else's agenda, because if you do, when their agenda changes, your agenda goes bye-bye. There are some rare exceptions, like, 7 Days to Die, where they don't force updates on you. Like the Fun Pimps, they actually give you a way to play earlier versions of their game. So I can play on Alpha 19 right now with the hours of work I put into the 7 Days to Die XMLs, and I can literally play that stuff knowing and nothing ever going to get broken, as long as they leave it like that. So because they'll never force me to update to their later alphas. The mod developers who made their stuff, they don't force their updates on you. You have to go on the site and actually download their folders and stuff like that and update the mod that way. So it's not forced. But if you play Ark, if you play Overwatch, if you play The Forest, if you play a lot of the other games out there, you're probably going to find that their shit's going to get updated and it's going to be forced on you. And when it is, all your data goes bye-bye. So do not mod games these days unless you know for absolute certainty they're either done fucking with it or they don't force it on you. Do not make my mistake, because you will be pissed. Alright? I'm pretty pissed right now. All my hours of work gone. So, and I thought it was just The Forest when it happened with The Forest. I didn't realize it was going to happen with Overwatch too. So that told me right there that it's not just any one game. Most of these game developers, you see what they're doing, right? They're literally trying to keep, they're releasing games, but they're trying to keep these games out as long as possible, but not even fully releasing them. But that's another topic. I'm not going to go into that. So don't mod. All right, don't mod. Just do. If you want to code or create something, just create your own game. There's plenty of ways to do that. There's plenty of tutorials on the internet where you can learn how to code. Just create your own game. Okay, just start from scratch and create your own game. Don't fuck with nobody else's, because they're just gonna freaking ruin your data. All right, just don't fuck with it. So, to wrap up this video, if anybody who's watching this is from Blizzard, fuck you. You ruined my shit. Don't fucking let people mod your game if you're gonna freaking sit there and ruin it, because you ruined my script, and who knows how many other mods you ruined. Fuck you. If you're Hazard, the author who made Champions of the Forest, fuck you. You ruined my shit too. If you're Wildcard Studios from Ark, fuck you, because you fucking literally do the same shit as everybody else. If you're any kind of game developer watching this, and you freaking, a lot of people mod your game just to change it, fuck you. If you're not, you should do what the Fun Pimps did. You should make it to where nobody is forced to update to your latest version if they don't want to be. As long as you're constantly changing your shit, do not let people mod it. Because all you're doing is having modders waste their fucking time. Hours of their time working on something that you're going to destroy. So, fuck you. Have a nice day.